Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a Monster Legends video where we're going to review an IGNEOUS rank 5 level 130. This is the first time I'm making any kind of video on IGNEOUS, and I want to give a huge thanks to my pal Wolfgang for letting me use your account to make this video, so let's jump right into it. So IGNEOUS, his stats at 130 are 4,452 power, 64,083 life, 4,354 speed, and currently Wolfgang has 2 level 10 speed runes equipped and 1 level 10 strength rune. And as for his trait, he has the hardened trait. All status effects have a 20% less accuracy against it. With that being said, let's talk about the skills. We'll start off with the 4 skills that Wolfgang has and then other potential skills you might want to swap. So the first skill we have is Magma Rain. Applies fire weakness and burn to all enemies, applies burn hater to itself. So he burns the enemy team, which burning by itself will reduce the enemy's HP by 50% each turn, but that's not as important as the fact that you give yourself burn hater, which means triple damage against any monster that's suffering from burn. So the best way to utilize this monster is if you can get him to go, use Magma Rain, and then somehow turn transfer into him so you can do some fire based AoE, so you can take advantage of the burn hater. Oh, and by the way, this also applies fire weakness, which makes the enemy very weak against fire attacks. So not only are you getting a boost from the burn hater, you're also getting a boost from the fire weakness. And the enemy has the DOT burning. And this skill cannot get hit with cooldowns activated. So even if you're facing a monster that hits you with cooldowns activated, that doesn't matter. You can still set up for your next attack. Moving on, we have Fiery Temper. Deals heavy special damage to an enemy, applies burn hater to itself, applies burn to one enemy, requires cooldown. So this is yet another skill that sets up. You deal special base damage, you give yourself burn hater, and you give the enemy burn. We also have the Heat is On, which deals low fire damage to all enemies and applies burn to one enemy, requires cooldown. And you might be thinking, Armor, that's so lame. Low fire damage to all enemies? What the heck? Well, you gotta remember, this is what you're gonna do after Magma Rain. So you're gonna AoE after you do your setup skill. And yes, even though it says one enemy, that's just better because that means you have a 95% accuracy. So hey, that's a good thing that it says one enemy. And then we also have Volcanic Fury, which deals very heavy fire damage to one single enemy and burns all the enemies. So pretty much the enemies are always going to be burning. For your ultimate, we have Some Like It Hot, which deals heavy special damage to all enemies, applies burn and fire weakness to all enemies. And then, if you were thinking about changing some other skills, let's see what he has. Rising Stream deals low special damage and applies fire weakness to enemies. You don't really need it. Magma Rain essentially does the same thing, but sets up with the burning and the burn hater. Ash Storm applies burn to all enemies and deals moderate special damage. Set on Fire deals low special damage to one enemy and applies fire weakness. Magma Explosion is just a spammable fire-based attack. Raging Flames, and actually his other skills aren't great, so if you do have IGNEOUS, this is actually his best skill set. And then, as for relics, this monster can hold the Mask Relic and he can hold the Sword Relic, which are typical of attackers, right? If you happen to have the Jakugan Sword, if you happen to have Solaris' Sword, really great swords to put on IGNEOUS, or even if you don't have those, but you have like the gold swords, or maybe some of the silver swords, you can remove enemy stamina if they're possessed, you can give yourself a shield if they're frozen or stunned. It all depends on what you have to work with. And same for the mask. There's a healing mask if you're worried about HP. There is the exhausting mask, so if an enemy monster attacks IGNEOUS, he's pretty much draining other stamina with a ranked up exhausting mask. So pretty much just use what you have. And with that being said, let's take on this giant beast of a monster into PvP and see what we can do. We're gonna start by taking on Maverick. And as you can see, the team I specifically chose to use is a Denier to deny the enemy, and then IGNEOUS. Oh, IGNEOUS is faster than my Denier. How funny is that? So the plan was to have my Deny go first, deny, IGNEOUS does a setup skill, and I'll turn transfer back into my IGNEOUS, and then you can do a strong attack. So, we'll click fight, and it should still work out, even if I'm faster. So, applies fire weakness and burn to all enemies. Fire weakness, burning, burning, let's see if it landed. Fire weakness, burning, fire weakness, burning, fire weakness, burning. Perfect. Next we're gonna do, oh shoot, activates all cooldowns on one enemy. Oh shoot, I don't have denial. No! Master Scroll so I don't get hit with total blind. So recharge, my favorite trait. Oh no, I lost my buff. I lost my fire heater. Bloodthirsty, recharge, and goes over to me. Well, I can get rid of my trait disable. So this didn't necessarily work out the way I would have liked it. Oh, I don't even have the turn transfer skill. Oh, that's interesting. So I guess I'll just do Anima. And if anything, I guess I still get to take advantage of the fire weakness. And then next time I do Magma Rain, you'll get to see the advantage of having the Burn Hater. So for now, we'll just do the Heat is On, which again deals low fire damage to all enemies, 18k. Bam. And then we will do Curse of Decay. And yeah, so I want to see what I could do. Well, it would have been triple, right? Instead of 18k, multiply that by 3, it would have been 54k to all of the enemy monsters. But yeah, unfortunately, I didn't have that. Let's get rid of that triple damage. Oh, it missed. Alright, hopefully it doesn't hit me. Let's see. Bestial hits, a miss. Too much accuracy reduction. Let's recharge. Oh, I do have the Churn Transfer skill. I just Churn Transfer to the wrong person. Ooh, funny. Let's do Volcanic Fury, which again would reapply the burn if I needed to. Master Scroll for cooldowns activated, and we'll finish off with Fiery Temper. And he pretty much just vomits on the enemy. He vomits magma. Alright, so that's Igneous. Let me swap out my Sherzar for an actual denier, someone that can deny the enemy team. Alright, so we're gonna take on this team that has 2 130 monsters and a Dun. And even though Dun has the Megaton, that's fine because I can remove positive effects from one enemy, give myself an immediate extra turn, and then I can Cryoton, Breath everyone, and Mega Freeze, Mega Freeze, Mega Freeze. So we'll set up Magma Rain, and the burn is blocked, so I don't get to take advantage of the Burn Hater against Vada Magma, but that's fine, that'll show us the difference. I will Churn Transfer back into my monster, and so this is typically the kind of combo that Igneous will work with. A Denier to deny, your monster being faster than your support monster, so you can set up the Burn Hater / burning / fire weakness, and then someone to Churn Transfer back into you. And then the Heat is on. 43,700, 69,920, and 14,000. It deals a different amount to everyone. Let's see why that is. So this monster has fire weakness and burning. This monster also has fire weakness and burning. And this monster has fire weakness. And I have the Burn Hater, triple damage against monsters with the burning status. We will apply Drown to everyone, and 7,500 goes back to me. Fiery Temper, Volcanic Fury. I can pretty much do whatever I want. Let's see how powerful this is. Was that 100k? 100k from Fiery Temper. That is cool. We'll recharge again and just do a Volcanic Fury. So keep in mind, the reason it still sits strong against all of the enemy monsters is because for one, I had Burn Hater. So if the enemy monster was burning, I was doing an attack that was super effective. I also applied Fire Weakness, so if I did a fire-based attack, I was doing an attack that was super effective. So that's how that was working out. And right now I'm going into the defense log because all of the enemies have Elvira, and I don't really want to deal with Elvira. I mean, I could, but if I could avoid it, I would prefer to avoid it. And I'm just seeing a lot of Demise / Voltic bases. That reminds me of the super old meta. That's like old school. Alright, we have a Cryoton. We'll take on this base, and we might just have to go over one of those other bases with Elvira. So I'm gonna start off by doing, let's see, removes all negative effects, applies Freeze Hater to one ally. Ooh, you know what would be fun to do? Let's do Freeze Hater and Burning. That'll be fun. So Cryoton Breath, and we'll try to hit Cryoton really hard. We'll try to hit him really hard. So yes, he got hit with Burning. So now I have Freeze. Oh, but I can't. No, he's not frozen. Never mind. That doesn't work out the way I wanted it to work out. We'll give him an extra turn, even if it's going to be skipped. That's fine with me. Oh, you gave yourself a shield. Okay. So check it out. So, Fiery Temper. It does a lot of damage, right? Keep in mind I have the Freeze Hater and the Burn Hater. Triple damage against freeze monsters. Triple damage against monsters with the burning. So that's triple damage twice. How cool is that? And on top of that, if I do a fire-based attack, ooh, that is powerful. And that's because they're also, this one, her in particular, well, she was nature anyways. She's extra weak to fire attacks. So let's take on 2 of them with the Heat is on. Oh man, I missed. Let's do Arctic Waves, applies Freeze and Drowned. Oh, did you realize were they even frozen? Let's try again. Ooh, that is powerful. Ooh, that is really powerful. Let's see how powerful this is. Let's times 1 speed so we can see the number. It dealt almost 200k. 200k damage with this Igneous. And she's back from the dead. Why do I even bother? That is funny. Alright. Let's see. 3 turns before death. That is fine. I'll survive before then. Thalass's Chosen, and Crowdson Breath. Awesome. And so let's take on Crowdson. Let's do the heat is on. Perfect. And then there was one. I'm just gonna recharge. And he is dead thanks to the burning. Alright, so I'm just gonna try and take on Magma. I don't think I'm gonna win, but we're gonna try. We're definitely gonna try. Let's see. What can I do? I guess I can start off with applies freeze and drown to our enemies, which really means applies freeze and drown to Marquise. Unless I miss, I can try to do Magma Rain, Fire Weakness, and Burning, and then we'll see what happens. Arctic Waves, freeze blocked. Oh, that's right. If I have Thalassa, the freeze will get blocked. That didn't occur to me. Wow. All right, I can churn transfer, but I'm not going to because that's scary. I am strong enough to kill Thalassa, so I'll kill Thalassa. Oh, I actually have a good chance of winning then, because now I can do Crowdson Breath and freeze Marquise. And actually, now I can do Volcanic Fury, the heat is on, Fiery Temper. I'm just going to do Fiery Temper, and look at that, 78k damage. And then there was one. I can do removes negative effects. I can do this one, High Pressure Fluid, bye-bye. I can do Thalass's Chosen if I wanted to. I don't think that's necessary. We'll do Arctic Waves. Or maybe I should have chosen to get Freeze Hater on myself. That would have been smart. But let's set up the Magma Rain. Oh yeah, he's immune to burning, right? That's Shade Moon's little special ability. He is immune to burning. Let's get rid of the blind. We'll turn transfer back into IGNEOUS. And then IGNEOUS will finish him off. So he is weak to fire attacks. So I don't take advantage of Burning Hater, but I do take advantage of Fire Weakness. And that still dealt like 56k damage. So still pretty powerful. Alright, cool. I found another base we can take on, and we'll see how this one goes. So Barakor is going first. Hit me with a Regeneration Fur and a Jakugan Sword, and that takes care of my Denier. Uh-oh. We will do the heat is on. We will do Magma Rain. So we're going to go after Barakor, and if I kill him, I'll be happy. Oh, he got rid of... Elvira got rid of the buffs, lost my Reviver, and I don't think I'm going to be able to kill... Hey, I can at least kill one monster. And that is Elvira. I'm happy with that. She'll probably be back from the dead. She'll be reanimated. Yup. And so, okay, not a good battle. Did not go my way whatsoever. Barakor destroyed me. I think if Thalassa would have stayed alive, I could have denied, but I got slaughtered with the Jakugan Sword, which happens. Alright, let's see how this goes. So I can't be frozen and I can't be possessed thanks to Necromancer and Thalassa, so I'm not sure what Kihaku's gonna try to do. Let's find out. Makosu got rid of my buffs. Exhausting Mask kicks in. I get a Churning, Healing Mask, and a Shield. I'm going to do Thalassa's Chosen. So I now have Freeze Hater, and now to freeze everyone with Crowdson Breath. Mega Freeze landed only on one, and if I hit him with Volcanic Fury, he is dead. If I hit him with Fiery Temper, he is dead. If I hit him with the Heat is on, he is dead. But we are going to... we're going to set up. We'll do Magma Rain. And let's see, I got blinded, which I didn't want, but I think it'll be fine. So let me get rid of the negative effects myself. Let me churn transfer. And then I can simply just recharge, to be honest. That's not a problem. Alright, and I'm also blinded, but I can also just recharge, doesn't matter who I attack. Awesome, I can do Thalassa's Chosen to re-implement the Freeze Hater. And then I can freeze if I had more stamina, which I don't. But now I can attack. So the heat is on. And look, as it almost wipes out everyone. Let's just hope I can land it on everyone. And I do successfully land it. So only Barwell is left. And now I can finish him off. I will do... I'll save it for my... Well, let's do High Pressure Fluid. And then Thalassa's Chosen. Because that ignition is annoying. Yep, we'll recharge. And then I can just do Volcanic Fury, and that was like 70k damage. And there we go, guys. This has been a monster showcase, monster review on IGNEOUS level 130. I know a lot of players don't see this monster around that much. I know he's not typically known to be one of the better attackers, especially one of the better fire attackers. But hey, you guys got to see him in action. So this is what a 130 mountain of a monster IGNEOUS looks like. Once again, a huge thanks to Wolfgang for letting me use your account to make this video. I appreciate it so much. Make sure to check the link in the description below if you want to join the Discord, if you want to become a Patreon, or if you want to check out some merch. With that being said, I'm Armor Gaming. Thank you all for watching. Give me your thoughts on the comments below, and I will see you all next time.